Welcome back to Nostalgianomics. I'm excited about this one. So let's go back to late 2022, early 2023, when I started to talk about a brand new trading card game called One Piece. And back then, no one had really heard of the One Piece trading card game. Some of you had heard about the anime. Others had heard of the IP before, but the One Piece trading card game was pretty much brand new. And at that time, the cool thing on YouTube was to talk about all the foreign language Pokemon. The Japanese, the Chinese, the Korean, pretty much any type of language Pokemon could slap on cards. That was where the stonk was. That was where the attention was. Also, this was when the big kid on campus, right? The new kid on the block was Lorcana. And everyone wanted to jump on the Disney bandwagon because Disney was surely a bigger IP than One Piece. And so at this time, you know how it works. One content creator talks about it, then they all talk about it, then they all jump on the bandwagon together, they all get on the same bus. Let's go, guys! Come on, we're on the Lorcana bus, let's go! And they all do the same thing they always do. And at that time, everyone was going right, and I said, alright, I'm gonna go left, right? Typical Alex fashion, always gotta go against the grain. I said, I'm going left. I'm gonna go with One Piece. You guys all do the Lorcana, foreign language Pokemon stuff. Fast forward to 2024. Have you guys been paying attention to this One Piece market? Now, a lot of the foreign language Pokemon markets, they've been trending down, if not sideways. Some things are a little up. Lorcana's been getting absolutely crushed. Disney is determined to make sure their cards and their sealed products are worthless. They don't even seal the boxes with any plastic wrap. They have decided to print it into the ground. And they really just want it to be a trading card game. They don't want it to be a collectible or worth anything. And that's fine, but it kind of sucks for all the people jumping on that bandwagon, doesn't it? Now, if you would have went left when everyone else was going right and jumped into One Piece, let's hear how you'd be doing today, shall we? One Piece, first set, Romance Dawn, OP1. Right here. Now, if you would have got in on the first print run, they got the blue bottoms. Everyone knows that's where all the money is. Those boxes, 3 to 4 months ago, were selling for around $200, if not less, on the open market, full market price. Fast forward to today. There are confirmed sales daily at $1,000, $1,000 plus on the first print run of One Piece Romance Dawn. 5x your money in 3 to 4 months. Not just that, there's a reprint too, right? Different box, white bottom. Not as sought after. However, it was going for $140, $150 about 3 to 4 months ago. That box is now selling for around $500. You're still over 200% gain on your money in 3 to 4 months on One Piece Romance Dawn. Next up, they printed OP2. Paramount War. This box was still sub $100 3 months ago. You could have got in at the price you could have got in on modern Pokemon boxes 3 months ago. Fast forward to now, these are selling for $300 on the market. Over 200% on your money in just 3 to 4 months. Next up, they released Pillars of Strength, OP3. And that box, you're going to love this. It was sub 80. Sub $80 3 to 4 months ago. That box is now selling for $200 on the open market. Meaning you had made over 200% on your money in just 3 to 4 months. And now we get to OP4, Kingdoms of Intrigue. I picked this up literally, it feels like 2 to 3 months ago for $79.99 a box. Now it's already up in the 140s. So, I don't know, 80, 90% on your money in literally 3 months, 2 months. And then we get to Awakening of a New Era. OP5, the big one. One that I actually missed out on. Hey, I'm man enough to admit my mistakes. It was going for crazy amounts pre-order, and I thought, I'm going to wait. It's probably going to drop after release. Nope, not even close. So, to give you an idea what you all probably, and I missed out on, a lot of you watching this, you probably did get in on this. You probably made great gains, and I congratulate all of you that did that, especially all of you in my One Piece channel in the Discord. These boxes of OP5 were pre-releasing for between $100 to $140, depending on when you got in the timeline of the pre-release. At release, these were released at $140 up to $170, okay? And to most people like myself, I'm thinking, okay, $140, $170 pre-release, after release. This has to drop. No. No, it didn't drop. It is now selling for $250 on the market, meaning anyone who got in pre-release, at release, you're most likely close to 100% on your money. Some of you are probably over 100%. Some of you are probably 50 to 80% up on your money, depending on when you got in literally about a month to 2 months' time. Now, could there be reprints coming to this set? Absolutely, there could. They've reprinted a lot of the other sets, but Romance Dawn got reprinted a number of times, and the reprint boxes are still going for $500. So I'm not sure how much the reprint, if it comes and when it comes, will drop OP5. I'm hoping back into low hundreds. We'll see. I really want to get in on this set, but again, $250 a box already. I'm not buying large positions at that price. And then we get to Wings of the Captain OP6. It's not even out yet. It is pre-releasing for $160 a box. Folks, if you're not familiar with how crazy this is like crazier than COVID-era Pokemon, okay? We didn't see COVID-era Pokemon moving this fast out of the gate or pre-releasing this high. It's kind of wild. And to see a brand new card game do this, it's kind of sending shocks through the TCG world. Like, we know there's a lot of other card games that have done similar things, but let's think back, right? MetaZoo comes to mind, right? Flesh and Blood comes to mind. Sorcery comes to mind right now. But the difference I see with One Piece is a lot of those other card games, they were promoted by large YouTube channels, I think, on purpose. I think that they were paid for this. I can't confirm that, but they were paid to market these games. A lot of money went into advertising these. And a lot of it seemed to be because of the money. A lot of those other games seem to be because of the investment potential solely, which is why they saw major spikes and then they saw major crashes. We're not really seeing any crashes yet with One Piece, and I think the reason is it's not all about the money. And I'll tell you what I mean. People actually love this game. They actually love the anime. And there's an actual playability. People are actually playing the game. People are actually collecting the singles. People actually like this stuff. It's not just about the money, and that's why the prices are rising and holding at such high rates. Because it's not just investors. It's not just people looking at the dollars. It's people who actually want to play the game and actually want to open the cards and enjoy them, and they actually love this stuff. It's a crazy concept, I know. But I think that's why One Piece is doing so freaking well. And no, I didn't see this coming. No one could have saw this level of hype coming. But it is nice to see a new card game doing so well. And, you know, a new card game being played and collected and the singles bought out and the sealed product doing as good or better than a lot of the mainline TCGs, right? Like the Pokemons, the Magics, the Yu-Gi-Ohs. And Bandai, I believe, has released a statement saying they're not going to do what they did with their other TCGs with this one. They're not going to make it a trading card game pieces. They're going to make it a collectible card game. And sure, there's going to be reprints, but it doesn't seem like they're going to print it into the ground. It doesn't seem like they're going to reprint every set for eternity. And it does seem like they're going to allow these cards to hold some value so that people actually want to collect this stuff as well as play it. And so I know Bandai's had a rough track record in the past, but to me, it seems like they're doing everything right with this game. The IP is strong, the anime is strong, the gameplay is strong, the overall organic interest seems strong, because we don't see these gigantic content creators being paid to push One Piece, right? The way we saw them pushing some of these other card games in the past that crashed. This is organic demand. This is organic interest that has risen up, because I'm telling you, when I started talking about this, no one knew what it was. And even up until now, not really many people have been talking about it or promoting it or pushing it or pumping it. It's been pumping all on its own. Now, getting into the investment side of it, what do I think about it? Is it too late? Asking if it's too late would be like asking is Pokemon too late? You're still investing in Pokemon, so why would One Piece be too late? Now, am I telling you to go back and buy a $1,000 box of OP1 Romance Dawn? Well, if you're trying to strictly invest, probably not. If you just want to collect it, maybe it doesn't come back lower. I don't know. It may not. But do I think it's a smart investment to get in at $1,000 a box? Probably not. It's got to go to $2,000 just to double your money. You can probably double your money a lot faster than a lot of other things. But that's the equivalent of saying, should I go back and invest in base set or jungle or fossil Pokemon? Probably not at the prices they are, right? But you're still jumping in brand new modern Pokemon doing well, right? Same thing goes for One Piece, right? We are literally on the 5th set. Pokemon's on the umpteenth million set already, and it's still investable. We are on the 5th set going into the 6th set. So to ask if One Piece is still investable, of course it is. Follow the same rules. Get in at or under retail price. Now, obviously, it's not really possible right now with the last couple sets because of the hype. Same thing with Pokemon. Wait for reprints, wait for price drops, wait for better entry points. No one knows where those points are at One Piece. It's so new. The prices are all over the place, at release, pre-release. You don't know. But, yeah, if you can get in these boxes at good, low costs, of course it's still investable. Just because you missed out on a few of the early sets and a few of the early stonks does not mean the opportunities are gone. Like I said, these boxes, these 2 boxes, they were literally $80 a few months ago. $80. The same price as a lot of the new Scarlet and Violet era Pokemon sets are going for. A lot of those are still stagnant. These are, $200, $140 a box. The opportunity's there. It's all about if you want to diversify, if you want to take that risk. Obviously, it's still a new card game. I don't see a lot of the dangers I see with what Lorcana's doing or what happened with MetaZoo or Flesh and Blood or some of the other games that were heavily promoted, basically all about the finances from large content creators, whereas this is a lot more organic demand. So I think there is a bit more stability here, but still a new card game. Anything can happen, right? Anything can crash. It's not as established as the Pokemon, the Yu-Gi-Ohs, the Magics, things like that. So I do think it might be worth diversifying into, right? If you only got like enough money for one thing, Pokemon's still gonna be safer, but this may produce higher gains, especially in the short term, maybe in the long term too. It just depends on your risk tolerance, depends on your financial situation, how much money you have to dedicate to all this stuff. But I will say everything looks strong right now. I still believe in One Piece. I'm still looking to get in OP5 if there becomes a chance. I missed out on that one. Gonna be getting in OP6. I'm gonna keep getting in every single set that comes out. Because, I believe in it a lot more than a lot of the other TCGs that are popping up and a lot of things that are being promoted and pushed by all the other YouTubers and all the hype and the bandwagon stuff. Now I'm sure that One Piece will become a bandwagon thing, but I was on way before the bandwagon, so I'm not going to consider myself in the bandwagon, fandom, because when I was getting this stuff, no one else wanted it, all right? I'm not going to jump on all those other things because whenever too many people get hyped up about, new things and everyone gets on a bandwagon and it's all about making the money and making a quick stonk and a quick flip, it usually doesn't end well. One Piece isn't like that, though. That's why I have a good feeling about it. That's all I got today, guys. I'll leave some links to all the boxes, lowest list on eBay TCG Player, if you do want to pick anything up right now before maybe they go higher. And so if you want to do that, those links will be for you in the description, the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you're not yet. Other than that, I'll be back here in a new video soon. I'm out.